Grand Rising, and welcome to all you beautiful souls of light and friends to another segment of CLG Viewpoint. I am Cindy Lorraine Grais, and it's an absolute honor to have you here today with me. Well, today it is Tuesday, April the 8th, 2025. Under natural law in the Kingdom of Canada, it is Divina Vita, divine life. 8, day 8, year 0035. Today we'll be covering hemp. International news, why is BRICS suddenly running everything? And local news, Manitoba chief accused of child sex assault attacked outside court trial. The trial is halted. New emergency youth shelter opens in Duncan to support vulnerable teens. Federals BC pitch in $61 million for Duke Point Terminal expansion in Nanaimo. Well, each segment I'd like to start off with a sage clearing. And for some of you who haven't heard of a sage clearing, it's a process of clearing out any negative energies and leaving each segment with positive energy. Here's an actual sage stick. I grow these in my garden. It's a herb. You can also use it for cooking and things. To all low energy entities, you're sent back to your perfect place. Only divine love and divine light is allowed here, and so it is. Divine love and divine gratitude. Thank you. On to the video. Hemp in Alberta.
Right about this product for years. Hemp's been touted as kind of a miracle plant. It can be used for so many different things, from textiles to building materials to pulp and paper to food and medicine. It's been legal to grow in Canada since 1998. It's all industrial hemp that's certified by Health Canada to be under 0.3% THC. So right now there's about 30 to 50,000 acres of hemp grown in Alberta. Last year we did 6,000 acres here in central and northern Alberta. When that bale of hemp comes into our facility, we separate it into 3 different components: the bast fiber, the hurd, and then screenings or fiber dust, which we then pelletize into different spill absorption pellets. The fiber is used for textiles, building materials, so bad insulation. The hurd, which is packaged up right there, is going out to Quebec for hempcrete products, and some of our animal bedding is also being exported into the US. That was kind of the missing link before. Farmers were growing hemp, manufacturers were importing hemp fiber from around the world. There was just an opportunity here in Alberta to be able to upscale manufacturing and processing. We formed our company about 6 years ago with the CBD craze that came in 2018. There was a big demand to do the medicinal aspect. We noticed a much bigger market opportunity, not only for the potential market size, but really our environmental advantages that we have here in Alberta. Hemp is a photosensitive plant, so in our long daylight that we have here in the summer, we can produce a tremendous amount of biomass in a short amount of time. Last year we had 45 farmers that grew and contracted for us, so it's been a really good uptake by local farmers, and then obviously bringing investment and jobs into this province. By 2024, we anticipate we'll be about 100 full-time employees. And so we're looking to scale up as quick as we can to really increase not only our farm production, but then get these materials into the hands of our manufacturers that are really seeking it. It can be used for a wide range of different manufacturers, and we really envision Alberta having multiple processing facilities supplying the sustainable biomaterial, so offsetting high carbon emitting industries like pulp and paper, plastics, fiberglass, polyester. The easiest part of it is the selling of it, so the volumes that this market is demanding are significant.
My personal thoughts. Lots of opportunities for a nationalist, a new industry, a lot of ideas and creativity to produce much products in the Kingdom of Canada, in Canada. And now, on to international news. Why is BRICS suddenly running everything? Nations of the group make a significant contribution to crucial sectors of the world economy, and this also increases the group's political role by Derji Yameru, an independent journalist and geopolitical analyst. BRICS collectively represents nearly half of the world's population and is set to overtake the G7 in terms of global GDP share by 2028. The figures underscore the critical role of BRICS in the international arena, showcasing its influence over essential sectors like agriculture, energy, manufacturing, and the extraction of minerals. At the Kazan Summit in October 2024, BRICS leaders invited 13 more countries to join as partners. The new BRICS partner states, which accepted the invitation, are Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Thailand, Uganda, Nigeria, Algeria, and Uzbekistan. On January 6, 2025, Indonesia, the world's fourth most populous country, joined BRICS as a full member, making it the first South Asian state to join the bloc, as well as the 10th member of BRICS. BRICS member states combined GDP accounts for more than 41% of global GDP. India is 8% of world GDP, Russia 3.5%, Brazil over 2.4%, and Indonesia 2.4%, while China's economy accounts for approximately 19.5% of the world's GDP. BRICS countries account for nearly half of the global GDP in areas like food production, energy manufacturing, and public health. When measured by parity purchasing power, PPP, GDP reflects value of all the goods and services produced by countries in global terms, while GDP by PPP focuses on what money can actually buy in each country. BRICS has become a key player in global food production. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are major contributors to primary crops like sugar, corn, rice, wheat, palm oil, and potatoes. These countries produce nearly 90% of the world's palm oil and substantial amounts of soybean and canola oil. In the meat sector, Brazil and China lead in the production of chicken, pork, and beef, with China also being the largest producer of hen eggs. Additionally, China, India, and Indonesia account for over 70% of global aquaculture production. This agricultural capacity positions BRICS as crucial players in the global food supply chain. BRICS Plus not only addresses food production, but also helps stabilize global food security challenges. By promoting sustainable agricultural practices, BRICS Plus solidifies its role as the breadbasket of the world. BRICS Plus nations are major players in energy production, with half of the top oil producers being BRICS Plus members. According to the International Energy Agency, IEA, global energy demand is projected to increase by 30% between 2016 and 2040. This surge is comparable to adding the combined current energy consumption of another China and another India to the existing global demand. With the addition of the UAE, Iran, and potentially Saudi Arabia, the expanded BRICS Plus group would include 3 of the world's largest oil exporters and would constitute 42% of the global oil supply. Oil market management will remain the purview of the organization, of the petroleum exporting countries and allied producers, OPEC plus. An enlarged BRICS Plus would include both oil and gas exporters and two of the largest importers, China and India. Producers and consumers in this group have a shared interest in creating mechanisms to trade commodities outside the reach of the G7 financial sector, and this is not a small task. In the atomic energy sector, Russia's Rosatom is a leading player. In China, 4 VVER 1000 reactors are operational at the Tianwan nuclear power plant, with 4 more under construction that utilize advanced BVER 1200 reactor technology. These new units are expected to be completed by 2028. These developments underscore the ongoing collaboration between China and Russia in advancing nuclear energy infrastructure. Iran's Bushehr nuclear power plant is also expanding with 2 new VVER 1000 units expected to be commissioned in 2025 and 2027 under the agreement with Russia. Rosatom is involved in constructing nuclear power plants globally, including, among others, Egypt's Al Daba nuclear power plant, which will feature 4 VVER 1200 units slated for completion by 2029. The manufacturing capabilities of BRICS Plus are strengthened by investments in technology and infrastructure, enhancing productivity across varied sectors like automotive, electronics, textiles, and pharmaceuticals. Integrating digital technologies such as automation, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things, LOT, into manufacturing processes within these countries is revolutionizing traditional production methods, enabling them to compete more effectively on a global scale. China's revolutionary flash iron making process improves efficiency and reduces costs, disrupting global iron ore and steel markets. This technology challenges misconceptions about China's innovative capabilities and aims to lessen reliance on imported iron ore, marking a significant shift in the industry. The BRICS Plus countries also play a significant role in the global production of critical minerals. Their contributions to the iron ore, copper, and nickel markets are substantial. In particular, the BRICS Plus countries are leading producers of iron ore, with Brazil and India taking the lead. Moreover, the BRICS Plus nations collectively hold a strong position in global copper production, where Chile and Peru are key contributors. Russia and Indonesia are prominent in nickel production, a metal that is crucial for battery manufacturing and stainless steel production. This highlights the strategic importance of these countries with the BRICS Plus framework, especially as global interest in renewable energy solutions and electric vehicles grows. China not only leads in the production of rare earth metals, but also plays a crucial role in the global supply chain for microprocessors. This dominance allows China to wield considerable influence over various high-tech industries worldwide. The contribution of BRICS Plus in the global economy is constantly growing, and furthermore, the sectors where the alliance holds strong positions are all crucial, from agriculture and food production to energy. This creates a solid foundation for a steady growth of the political role of the group, while also deepening ties among its members and partner states. Personal thoughts. BRICS plus countries continuously growing. Thus, the nations of the group make a significant contribution to crucial sectors of the world economy. Local news. Manitoba chief accused of child sex assault attacked outside court trial halted. By the Canadian Press, April 7, 2025. In Winnipeg, court has heard that the chief of a Manitoba First Nation was attacked outside a Winnipeg courthouse on what was supposed to be the second day of his trial on child sex assault charges. The lawyer for Christopher Travers asked for adjournment on Monday, telling a provincial court judge that Travers was assaulted before entering the court building and 2 people have been arrested. Travers needs some time and isn't in a physical position to be with us in court, Candace Olson told Judge Stacey Colley. Going forward, we're going to need some extra security measures in this courtroom. Olson declined to provide any additional details outside the courtroom. Winnipeg police confirmed in an email they received a call of an assault outside the court's building, but did not say whether arrests have been made. We are continuing to investigate the matter as all parties are being identified and spoken to, said Constable Danny McKinnon. The Crown did not object to rescheduling the trial and told the court the assault was connected to the case. We can't proceed in the circumstances. My understanding is Mr. Travers is injured and the assault's connected to this matter, said Boyd McGill. Travers was a leader of Lake St. Martin First Nation when he was arrested last year. He has pleaded not guilty to sexual assault, sexual interference, and child pornography offenses. He is accused of forcing an 8-year-old girl into a bathroom in his home, taking photos of her and sexually assaulting her in December 2023. The complainant, who is now 10, attended the first day of the trial last week, where a video statement she gave to a worker at a child advocacy center was played. The girl described watching television at Travers' home when she said he took her to the bathroom, where he took photos of her unclothed bottom half with his cell phone. Travers then proceeded to sexually assault her, the girl said. The girl said Travers quickly deleted the photos while the 2 were still in the bathroom, but that a version remained archived on her phone. Her mother later found the photo and reported the allegations to police. The photo became an issue of discussion last week when the trial was also halted when it was learned the existence of the photo and a portion of metadata linked to it was only disclosed to lawyers on both sides earlier in the day. Olson told court on Monday that she received the pertinent metadata that morning and also needed an adjournment to go over the information. The trial is set to continue on June the 24th. This report by the Canadian Press was first published on April the 7th. My personal thoughts, absolutely horrendous and disheartening for a young child, our VRPs, to go through this. The law will be upheld and the truth will prevail in a trial under natural law. And so it is. New emergency shelter opens in Duncan to support vulnerable teens. Check news written by Jeff Lawrence, April 6, 2025. A new emergency shelter for youth has officially opened its doors in Duncan, offering support and a safe place for teenagers experiences crisis, harm, or homelessness. The Youth Emergency Shelter, YES, Y-E-S, named Misha Lalem, is operated by Canadian Mental Health Association's Cowichan Valley branch and was funded through partnerships with the Ministry of Children and Family Development, local fundraising efforts, and private donations. The center is located on Cayutzen lands and provides 3 bedrooms as well as drop-in day programs, overnight accommodations, and outreach services. Youth can access the shelter day or night, with services designed to help stabilize their situations and provide necessary supports. This morning, I had the opportunity to walk some new friends and old friends to the youth emergency shelter and to show them that this vision and these dreams and these wishes and needs had come to life in our new shelter. CMHA Executive Director Lise Haddock said at the ribbon cutting ceremony for the center on Friday. Community members raised roughly $204,000 through the annual Coldest Night of the Year fundraiser between 2022 and 2024 in order to fund the center, which also received a $4 million contribution from the BC government. The Michelle Weiss Foundation donated $450,000, helping pay off the shelter's mortgage and providing a vehicle for outreach purposes. Misha Lalam was named in honor of Misha Weiss, whose foundation supports vulnerable youth and aims to improve their opportunities. With Lalam coming from the Halkaminam word for home. With the opening of this shelter, the most vulnerable youth in the Cowichan Valley will have a safe place to turn day or night when they find themselves with nowhere else to go. Ministry of Children and Family Development, Jody Wickens said in a statement released Friday. This home is another important resource to keep Cowichan youth safer by connecting them to the supports they need when they need them. The shelter is part of a broader initiative led by the Cowichan Youth at Home team, which includes representatives from Cowichan tribes, the local school district, Cowichan Valley Youth Services, and Island Health. It's a second youth emergency shelter in BC, following the opening of the first facility in Maple Ridge in December 2023. My personal thoughts. This shelter is much needed for the youth, but I personally feel that it must be in conjunction with the I Am Cured program, housing wellness under natural law for complete safety and well-being for our youth, our VIPs. And now, on to Feds pitch in $61 million for Duke Point terminal expansion in Nanaimo. Check News, written by Liz Brown. As Canada continues its efforts to strengthen trade relations beyond the U.S. and around the world, the Duke Point Port Expansion Project kicked off on the docks of Nanaimo on Friday. Announced by DP World, a breaking ground ceremony marked the expansion project for Duke Point Terminal with members from DP World, Port of Nanaimo, the provincial government, and the Sinamooks First Nation present. The expansion project includes building a larger berth that enables the port to service larger vessels, increase annual cargo handling and cargo storage capacity, and improve shipping routes to enhance both regional and international markets. The project's funding comes through a combination of public and private investments, including $46.2 million in federal funds through the National Trade Corridors Fund, NTCF, and $15 million from BC's Regional Port Enhancement Program, part of BC's Economic Recovery Plan. The total cost of construction is expected to be $110 million. Now, onto the video.
Go through the DP World Terminal every year. but after expansion, that number will increase to 280,000, more than 10 times the current volume. Increasing the berth length will allow that to happen.
Today, the longest vessel we handle here is around 200 meters. So by extending the berth length from 182 meters to 325, we'll be able to handle 300-meter long deep sea vessels. These are vessels that can carry 8,000 containers at a time.
By comparison, the Port of Vancouver processes over 3 million containers a year. But a little known fact is that Nanaimo is the deepest natural port in North America, which means no dredging is required. So the potential here could be endless, and it's why this $120 million expansion is going ahead.
We are increasing the size of the container yard, adding the ability to handle refrigerated containers, replacing the existing diesel-powered crane that is in the background here with 2 modern electric cranes.
No goods go to or come from the United States here, and DP World says the expansion will provide exporters and importers with direct access from Nanaimo to global markets, which in a global tariff war with tariffs between Canada and China right now, for example, could operations here be impacted by that?
Are tariffs a big conversation? For certain they are. Is there huge opportunity in creating strategic relationships with other trading partners through the Port of Nanaimo? Yes. And the Port of Nanaimo is investing in that.
This Nanaimo First Nation has been part of the expansion talks since they began 7 years ago.
Very hopeful that this is going to bring, growth to our Mid-Island region and the local economy. We're very happy to be a part of this.
An incredible opportunity for Nanaimo, solidifies the port's status and its importance on the West Coast, its importance for the supply chain.
The expansion should be finished in 2 years.
My personal thoughts. Expanding our port's infrastructure. All funding being provided and decreed under natural law. And so it is. I am Cindy Lorraine Grais of CLG View Point, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for you being here today. If you feel compelled to, please share. Enjoy. I have a video for you today. Enjoy this video and have a truly wonderful day. And see you on Divina Vita, Divine Life, Day 10, year 0035. That's Thursday, April the 10th, 2025. Thank you and see you later. See you next time.